Hi, this is Homay from Spitfire Audio, and for this select, I used the Ólafur Collection, and within that you can find a really nice trio of libraries. So you have the Ólafur Arnalds Toolkit in there, the Ólafur Arnalds Evolutions, and recently released Chamber Evolutions. And naturally, they join up really nicely together. And the first instrument that I have used is the felt piano from the Toolkit library. And I've used the piano many times before, and I'm still a big fan of it. It's just the little noises that you can hear, the noise of the piano, the dampened sound that makes it so beautiful and gives such great character. It can help with very emotive things and sometimes even help you feel what you want to write. For this bit, I put down a little riff. Trying to play it as expressive as possible, and I opened then another channel using the same piano to play in the melody. I wanted to make sure not to cross over too much just because I didn't want to have a piano cluster in there, but I think it worked out alright. So once I put that down, I moved that to the side. I wanted to use an Evo to start off the track. I used the Ólafur Arnalds Evolutions because that is made up of a quartet, so it's a lot more intimate how I want the start to be. So it sounds like this. I haven't actually panned anything. The way it's been recorded, there are some of the notes coming out further on the left and some further out of the right, already giving you this really nice stereo feel. And to build up the piece, I added some more evos to it. And then to open up that section, I used the chamber waves from the Chamber Evolution library, which are absolutely amazing. So if I open this up here, you can see it's divided in different sections. So you have the grid, which are the evolutions, and then you have the waves, which is what I've used there. And then you also have the bases separate, just to give me a bit more flexibility. This is what the waves sound like. So usually we would say use expression, use dynamics, but this patch does it all for you and it gives a really natural feel to it and it's really beautiful. And you have different options there between 4 different lengths, and then you also have tremolo waves, which is what I've used here. Then there are also normal longs and then some with vibrato in there. So now that the chamber waves are opening up a little bit more, I wanted them to gel a little bit better with the evos. So I started off very intimate, but then I also kind of needed to make it sit better with the chamber strings that I have there. So I thought layering them with the Evo Ambience patch helps opening up the piece overall, and I can just play it to you. So you can hear it opens it up really nicely and makes everything sit a little bit better. And this is what I use the plate space piano patch for as well. May not be noticeable right away, but it gives just that little bit more depth and further harmonics to make it a little bit more interesting. For the next section, I changed up the piano line slightly, so I have the stop and go in the first part, and then for the second part, I wanted to have this ongoing 6/8 feel. Kind of helps picking up the pace slightly, and I continued with some evos here as well, and introduced Ólafur Arnalds kalimba, which you can also find in the toolkit library. Moving on, I've reintroduced the chamber waves, this time also adding the basses just to give a bit more depth to it and a bit of a heavier pull to it. And because I keep dipping in and out, I wanted to have something that sort of holds up the little tension that is there, but to not disappear completely. I have some evolutions there, and I also added another patch from the toolkit library, which is slightly more synthetic, but it is a continuous sound just to hold it up there. And then for the last section, I wanted to make it a lot lighter again, so I've taken out all the basses and the low frequencies, and I moved up in range as well on the piano and put the kalimba back in, because that also helps to make it really light and delicate again. So there's not too much going on, but I think it's quite effective, and I always had in mind that I could possibly put it underneath a picture. In terms of production, there's also not that much that I've done there. I haven't done any panning, and it's just really easy to use straight out of the box and really intuitive to play with, which is something that I really enjoy doing. What I have done is put a bit of reverb overall, but let's hear the whole piece together. And that's it. If you have any question at all, please feel free to just comment below. Thank you.